Hello there, Alamar here, and welcome back. Today I'll be playing the just released Incrempire as an incremental empire. This is an idle incremental game about base defense and skill tree upgrades. I'm going in blind, so some confusion can be expected. So let's get into it. The first level to begin your adventure. Seem to have a way to make that quicker, but maybe space or something. But okay, yeah, it has a mission map, which is interesting. You can't hover over the next missions, unfortunately, but see how it goes. Target enemies with your mouse cursor to damage them with periodic auto attacks. Try to attack multiple enemies whenever possible to maximize your damage output. Pretty obvious stuff. Mounting guy with a pitchfork, it looks like. Saying 14 skulls at the top. I assumed that was enemies, but not sure. No. Oh, maybe the other ones just don't count. Roasting. Well, I'm going to get overwhelmed pretty quickly. There's the health bar, okay. Alright, I got that last kill at least. They gave me a little bit of currency. Alright. Lost too fast? Don't worry. Earn some money and upgrade the skill tree. Yes. That is the plan. You can buy permanent upgrades by clicking on them. Some upgrades can be purchased multiple times. Try to buy as many upgrades as you can. Again, standard. And it shows a cute little thing for there. We can zoom out. Special stuff up there, okay. And we can hit C to continue. Alright, so cursor damage, tripled. A good upgrade. And we get this info, which I'm not seeing a way to shrink. Buildings later, rooms later. Okay, what's it? A little extra health on the building, faster casting. More. So we can get one of these two right now. Like more damage. See how it goes. And, oh, that's just going here, okay. Alright. Okay, well, there you go. They have 3 health or less. Oh, bring it. Shotting. That's handy. I know I'll be overwhelmed shortly, but, I'm getting a little bored waiting. Come on, now. Yeah, I mean, it is, an incremental game with a cursor. If you've watched any of my videos lately, there are a few of these. I am a fan. It's a little different, though, because you're controlling something that can be attacked by the enemies. Oh, that's the last two. Okay, so I guess we beat the first level. We got a bonus, first time only, bonus of 50. Okay. And some fireworks. Alright, move the map a little bit. We got a little more income. Same enemy health. Of course, there's going to be more enemies on this one. See how that goes. But 87, that's a good chunk. Here we have bigger cursor. That's always good. Cursor damage increase again. I assume since there's nothing connected, it doesn't go anywhere from there, but still really like that. Do a bit more damage, see what this is. Arrow. I assume that's going to be an auto-fire mechanic from the tower. Raise the odds of a crit. Okay. Like that. Do this to see what these are. Tower reflects a portion of the damage to enemies. Seems handy. Earn gold every second while your tower is not under attack. So the beginning of, any match that's going to do that. And you got some regen. So, but I can't afford both of those, but I think getting more currency is pretty much always the best way to play these games. That is quite a bit more enemies. Sadly, not enough. Alright, I'm not even sure what's the deal with those guys. Okay, that's a lot of enemies. Not surprising. Oh, some zombie-looking archer over here. Alright. Not too bad. Nothing new info here, okay. Alright, so we do want, what was it? Tower reflex, I think that's a... Here was, oh, the arrow. Yeah, see if that's doing what I'm thinking. With a bigger cursor, too. I really don't know what the deal with these guys are. Giving me gold, though, so gotta do it. Oh yeah, there goes the arrow. Wang action. Reflective damage would have been nice. Didn't actually see. I don't think it listed the amount, whether it's a static amount or percent or what. Okay, so it's showing me that my auto attack did that much damage. That's cool. Oh, never mind. It did do this. So for here, I believe. It says reflect chance. Wait, am I reading this wrong? Oh, it's blue because I didn't get it. My bad. All right, so that is showing. Oh, 100% chance. Okay. So whatever damage they do, twice the amount will be reflected back. That's interesting. We have extra arrow damage. 2 arrows, I assume, at the same time, so that's good. That's everything. Oh yeah, and it's showing the arrow damage here and stuff too, which is cool. Just looking for those clusters. One's getting pretty close. There's actually a chance. Oh yeah, and it looks, well, they did enough damage to take that guy out. So these guys, are they just bonus? Yeah, so you don't have to take those ones out. Alright, so level 3 income's going up again, of course, and enemy health as well. And now we have, or I didn't see it earlier, bestiary. Okay, so they're just peasants. Alright. So it's nice that it's giving that info. We can plan around that a little bit. And archers are better for gold. Although it's just ×3, that kind of implies... Right, yeah, okay. That'll be the base amount based on the tower, so this will be 1.5 gold, presumably. Then 3 and 4.5. Yeah, what it's doing with half amounts, though. Right, okay, when I click on that, I thought it was going right to the mission. Wanted to see this first. So we have what? Right, little regen on it. More health in general is good. This is piercing on arrows, I think that's a good idea. Bounce back from the edge, that's cool. A little more damage, and we see that, what is this? Cursor damage increase again. Cursor cooldown again, and Force Ball. Launches an energy ball. Do not forget to press your left mouse button to release the force. Okay. Interesting. I guess that's just targeted attacks for that. Okay, so just generically increase some stuff. That'll be crit damage, of course. Good enough. All right, let's take out some of these villagers or whatever they are. Okay, these guys are not close enough. Happy about that. Right, and their health did go up a little bit. But we want to focus on the archers if we can. Especially these doubles. And I saw some piercing going on there, so that's cool. But yeah, I really need more health on that tower. But, yeah. Oh, that's reflected damage. Alright, so yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, don't have the big money for the other stuff. More regen, sure. All about the tower this time. Spurs. They're a little too beefy for now. And there's about to be any of them. Oh, and whatever that new unit is. Kind of like a caravan. Yeah. Yeah, we want the skill tree. Sure, I guess that's just the attachment UI bit. Okay, cool. All right, so we want, what do we, cursor damage or auto damage? I didn't do that, but I have that one too. Interesting. And this is, oh, bouncing back. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. More damage is good. A little more cooldown is good. Lots more active damage, which I like. Minigame has the idler tag. I don't know if that will actually be like a mechanic that you can idle. I mean, you can idle in the sense that the tower is doing some stuff, but I'd be surprised if that's the reason they put the tag on there. How much those? Oh, they do a chunky. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Cool. I think. Yeah, arrow cooldown is good. A little more regen is good. And we'll have to go through a bunch of iterations to get that tree in a good spot. Definitely not going to beat this level this run. Did feel better last time. Big cluster, 4 at a time. That's great. All right, how beefy do these look? Assume they're going to be like ×4 or higher gold. My regen were stronger. Oh, I'll just let that happen. Nice. Oh, and I did see a plus 1.5 gold pop up, so I guess it is handling half numbers and other floating point values. That means I only did 12 reflections. That's interesting. Arrow's doing some pretty good work though. All right. And so go what? 1.75 and 1.25? Oh, yep, but also enemy health goes up. And those guys, okay. Okay, that's unfortunate. Yes, I can. A lot of these games, okay, well, we see a big list. Scroll windows are always something that they don't handle well with the mouse wheel, that is. But okay, so never mind. They're hefty and hefty. So, of course, they're very slow. They do a bit more damage. Yeah, they're a good target, just for the gold. But they will take 3 times as long as those guys to eat. I keep trying around stuff. I was wondering if there's anything else to click on. All right, I can do the force ball now, just to see what's up here, or just keep going. Oh, extra bounces. I didn't realize that was a multi-part one. More arrows. But, oh yeah, I'll do that. More arrows? I don't know. I do like, or not click, hover damage. I do think that's, I mean, there's going to be even more creatures in the way, so that's a good idea. And, let's say here, does it say crit chance? Yeah, 10%, so I'm going to save that, 40 gold. At least these guys are spawning like right away, which is good. Not enough clustering for the cursor though, because will be much bigger later. Okay, these really do have a lot of hit points. All right, I'm gonna let that other one go. Oh, art. Some of these archers are taking a beating. Oh, healing circles on enemies now. Okay, those become targets pretty quick. All right, so that wasn't bad. We're gonna be on that level a few drives though. All right, so I want more arrows. They seem to be doing good. Cooldown or more crit. And start throwing points into crit. Probably not bother with singles like at all. There's definitely enough mobs to overlap at all 3. Oh, nice. That's pretty good. Got the healers coming in. Alright. Seeing a lot of healing happening there, but definitely a bunch. Oh, 7 on one unit. So that was damage. Okay. And our arrows are doing as much as our oh, it did more than our hovering, so those upgrades have done some work. I haven't actually noticed that, but I mean that does mean a lot more coverage on the screen, so I think that's a good idea. Sure, we'll throw some crit. It's a funny thing with this style of game because I like the consistency of the damage some of the time. You know how many ticks it's gonna, get to the center of the lollipop, the zombie lollipop. All 3 goes. And yeah, some arrows hit that, so that's nice. And yeah, that bouncing is working quite well, it looks like. Still 38 enemies at this point, which is quite a bit. Yeah, I think we're going to be here for a little while. Which is just fine. Game costs a little more than most of the small incremental games that we've been seeing here, but I don't know if that's because they just think it's worth more or there's actually a bunch more content. Really some content that's a little different too. All right, so damage all over the place here. I guess I'll just throw into crit now. That's what, 30% chance at 2.25 more. All right. And I believe that was only on the cursor, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it was in that top section there, probably. Oh. Wanted to get more than 1 in the attack and missed the attack entirely. So this is going a lot better. With all those juicy crits. Bad big red number. Oh, Arrow's got that healer almost before I got the cursor to him. Yeah, sound effects and music-wise, I mean, I turned it down, so not, or overpowering. And it's calm enough that I kind of like it. A little swing of the attack is good. All right, I'm just holding off on that. I think I'll just get everything before that. So what do we... Do you like the bouncing? Yeah, I guess that's all we're doing. And then piercing with the bouncing definitely makes sense. So we'll do that probably. And did it again. Not flick the wrist fast enough. Oh, well, I got an achievement for dealing with peasants, so I assume that was just, 100 kills or something. Maybe 250? Okay. Always go after the healers first. Generally doesn't matter what game it is. That's a nice cluster. That could happen this time. Yep. Oh, I missed 1 or 2 of those. Okay, so yeah, first time completion plus 500. That's chunky. That'll go up to what? 2, 2, and 1.5? Oh, 0.5, 3 on the enemy health. Okay. Oh, and extra healing from the healers. Makes them even important to go after. Okay, so the healer actually a little bit down, so they have 20 hit points. They're worth 8 times gold compared to like red. I didn't even notice that. Red Little Riding Hoodie. Yeah, okay. Definitely a good target. Alright, so we're just gonna get that. Get a few more, like cooldown. And damage. And we'll do damage over cooldown, yes. It is a new level, so again, we're gonna reset on how it's feeling. Healers are coming out much quicker. I guess they have 60 health, because I think it was 3 times enemy health and they were at 20. Oh, wow. That was a lot quicker than I was expecting. And I have not gotten any new upgrades for that, so I'm assuming, you know, maybe something up here. That's special, so we'll see what that is, but I still just want to have the first. And, I mean, presumably you can just go back to a previous level. It does say clear the first time bonus, so yeah, I mean, go back. Do a little grinding. Healers are not the biggest deal right now, because they're doing a lot of damage. But I mean, healers are still worth a good chunk compared their hit points compared to those guys. Alright, lost too fast. Oh, I forgot that one. Yeah, that one's, that is okay. Arrow damage. No, I'll do, I guess just that. That was how much? 4 and 4, okay. Should probably have gotten that, you know. Force ball, I think it will help. Also a little, you know, active of a thing too, which is kind of nice. Oh, it's going down too fast. No. I really should just go up that way. But I am stubborn, so we're going to see. I mean, extra damage is, of course, helping, but... Alright, where's the other guy? Come on. Assuming the arrows are just going at, like, the closest target? Maybe not? Oh, damn. I assumed that guy was going to get killed on the retaliation. But it didn't actually show it, so I guess there's no retaliation if it's the hit that destroys the tower. Oh, and I didn't even also do that. So yeah, we have. Oh, there's crit there. No crit on arrows, at least for now. Okay. X is kind of small, but not too bad. All right, so all we need is another 800-ish, and then we can finally go into force ball, which you've all been waiting for. I mean, I've been waiting for it, so everyone's gonna be excited. Assuming, I mean, the way that the text was written, it sounds like it's charging up, and then you left-click to release it. I assume that doesn't mean you have to hold left-click to charge it. But, see how that goes. Alright, not great, but I have enough for damage. Alright, hopefully I got enough for this. I have to go 2 more rounds, that would be unfortunate. Archers are doing some damage. Alright, that's about do me in there. Oh, regen helped. Okay, not enough. Just do it again. Use. You guys are giving what, 2.5 gold? $25 gold. I really need to focus on these archers that are getting too close. Alright. Now these guys. Destroy the tower. Oh yeah, looks like they did what, 9 damage, took 4.5? Wait, that should be backwards. Maybe they did 4.5 damage. Alright, well we have enough for it. And for this, which unlocks more force balls, makes sense, and more cursor stuff. We go here next. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm launching it. Do not forget to press the yeah, okay. A little mumbly there, I know, but okay. So I don't see a mechanic that's showing. Okay. Move them out of the way. That's not good when you're not expecting it, I guess, is a good way to put it. Okay, how do I know? loaded. There. Did I miss? Okay, well, it's doing something, but not sure how to tell that it's been loaded or not. Oh, is that? Oh, it's the icon right under my cursor. Okay, I got what I needed. More cursor damage, yay, and this is freezing. Occasionally turn enemies into ice sculptures. Nice. So it's like a crit. 15% chance to turn them in for... Well, that's the first point, but it's saying 0.2 seconds to 1.2 seconds, so a little weird. Unless those are the freeze mechanics somewhere that will affect that. That was more ammo. This is... Oh, this is what we need. Yeah, sturdier tower. You know, once we get that point, I think we can defeat the level we're on if we don't now. Oh yes, I see the icon now is white under my cursor. Oh yeah, and it'll be in that left side, the details of stuff for how much damage does too, so check that after if I remember. Because I'm not seeing there's a lot of numbers going on. Alright, to charge so I can shoot it over here. Okay, it looks like it's doing 20 damage. Now that my cursor's doing 15, like, not bad. Those archers. Okay, I really need to ignore that guy just so I can do the cluster damage here. Get my bonus. Oh, I missed one. Okay, not bad. And 70-50 bonus for that is quite hefty. Curious what the diamonds are going to be. Right, so I'm actually going to read it this time. Failed experiment. All right. You know, I thought it was like a wagon or something. I just realized this is an eye and, you know, the chin and, you know, boxing gloves, let's call it. The medic, and that was, yeah, that was all there was. All right, so now we have, okay, and yeah, the mobs are gathered around too, so I guess we'll know if I'm paying attention. The type. All right, 4 times income and health, extra healing, extra damage. Okay, let's see how it goes. All right, do I want some freezing? No, I want this. And I mean, 3 to 4 is not really good. This is Queen's Favor. Each round begins with a royal favor and a temporary boost. Okay, I'm curious about that. I'm going to save my monies, although that is not much. I'll definitely get enough to afford that. No need to push back if you can kill instead. Oh, okay, it's just saying it's more damage. Mom, I just want more. That is... Okay, so it's been 8 seconds. I didn't really realize that, but that'll be assuming 765, so that's cool. With up to 4 stacks. So that'll be interesting. Definitely more active than I was thinking. A lot of these games you have the cursor and then a bunch of like inactive things. Do I have... Yeah, I have 2 cursors underneath. Well. Come on, I want a shit. Oh, I had the healer every time. Well, that's a lot of healers. A lot of failed experiments too. Oh, there we go. We have a new wizard. That was cool. Charges up 3 fire bolts and then throws them. Kind of cool. And yeah, that's what that's doing now. So, okay. A little bit of an idea about that. And Queen's Favor. And almost as important, we also find out that there's a Thunderstrike. Just a little random. And pretend it was a strategy. Some of these jokes are funny. Increase the ouch factor of arrows. So that's just, you know, arrow damage increase. I do like the idea of this, though. So I'm also going to hold off. Or not. Do you want to see the freezing in action? That is crack under pressure. So they take increased damage when they're frozen. Cool. Freezing lasts longer, of course, and then who's? Alright, cool. Upgrades are getting interesting, and there we go. This is the Queen's, well, blessing it says here. I think it said favor and the other thing. All right, so faster arrows. Double, because it started at 15% chance, double chance for freezing, and for 2 seconds instead of 1. We're not doing any extra damage on freezing yet, because we haven't put the points in yet, so not as useful, but that's that. And also I'm assuming this is blue and has, extra stuff here because it's rare or uncommon or whatever, but I'm going to do the cooldown anyways. We'll see what freezing does. I don't know if that's when we're doing cursor damage or just randomly freezing someone on screen. Have not seen anything freeze yet. All right, I will go for the wizards first because I do assume they do a lot of damage. And I'm gonna die from these failed experiments beating on my face. All right, not bad. I had another charge. Great. Nice. And I'm regenning a good amount, so not bad. Not bad at all. And an extra 1K, which is nice. It's useful when you need it, but yeah, once we get that pumped up a bit. Right, cool. Actually, I want to look at where's the wizard? Warlock. I was wrong. The same gold as the medic, same health, and 5 damage compared to, yeah, okay, so he's definitely a priority. And of course we see more income, more enemy health, and the rest. All right, so what is this? Oh yeah, that. Oh, we want to see this. Yes. Thunderstriking. Okay, so it's chain lightning. You've been paying attention. I love chain lightning, so that's good. Make everything strike harder, some more damage on the strike, and more frequently. So it starts at 5 seconds. That is not bad. I like more targets though, so yes. And now we have, yeah, I think regen's good. This is then, oh. Okay. That was what? That's this one, right? Yeah. All right, that's handy. At least for the beginning of the battle, we'll get a bunch of extra gold. We get some more reflected damage. That will be something related to this. And then freeze. Duration. I didn't even see it happen. It just says occasionally turns enemies. Like occasionally based on what? I have no idea. That's what? Poison damage? Worth something, maybe? More cold? I don't know. We'll see. We'll get there. All right. Arrow piece piercing. Wow. Piercing. Tower Regent. I can't talk today. Tower Regent. I think that's the best choice here. I do like that, but defense. I mean, unless the damage just comes in like super quick and then there's like no chance. That would be unfortunate. I did see, or hear at least, the lightning there. Okay. Oh, there's something over here. And yeah, that regen is not doing anything for me. It was like an armor mechanic that would have helped. So this one, I think is going to take. Yeah, well, I have a lot of things to upgrade now. The first 2 seconds, might be worth it. Might not be. I'm gonna do that just so I can see what this is. And I didn't realize it was connected down here, but I don't remember. Well, I can't see that one, so that's interesting. Why would it be connected? But this was what? Freeze chance goes up by presumably 5, 10, 15, so 30% total. We'll see what it does. And then I was curious, yeah, lightning strike is, yeah, 5-second cooldown, not 55 or $5. It's kind of hard to read because it's small. Thunder damage is 12. Forking thing. Okay. I assume that's going to be something that gets upgraded, maybe right there. Plasma balls do 20 or push back. Okay. Cool. Lag. All right. Yeah, if I'd gotten that one last time. I do like both of those though, but I'm definitely taking this. 60 is, I think we have around 60 now, so that's actually doubling it, which is, significant. And more regen too, which is great. All right, I want to save my shot. There he is. Oh, he's got a ton of health. I'm gonna ignore him. He'll just come over and beat on the tower at some point. Still gonna shoot the ball in that direction if I can. Come on, no. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, even with the double health. That does give an indication. Oh, and there was the freezing effect. It does give an indication of how much upgrade I'm going to need to do just to, survive on this level. And this is going up by, yeah, so our tower was at 45, so it was even more than doubling. Right, thorns, that doesn't matter unless you've got a really beefy tower, so I don't care about that as much. I think defensively is important. So, yeah, probably a few of those points again. That's always good. Yeah, I'm curious when that's going to happen. Oh, and I meant to say it. I think I'm assuming the gems have to do with a maybe a prestige mechanic. See? I think this has more value than this, and that, I mean, that's just cool, but not seeing the lightning enough. I mean, it looked cool there, but all right, there's the guy. All right, I don't really need to actually attack him because it's got so much health, it's just not going to matter. Right, and we have so little health still. Yeah, that's going to be short runs for a bit. All right, so I'm gonna save up for those. After that. Right, okay, cooldown, pierce, crusher damage. That's probably not having much of an effect. I mean, it kind of is, but kind of isn't. I think that's still what I want. Kind of curious to see how far that Queen's Blessing or Fortune effect goes. I imagine, at some point you'll be getting multiple buffs per level. Concentrating on getting as many little kills as I can. Gold is power. Alright, a little more regen. I would like that one. So that's probably going to take a few attempts just to get 1400. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, the extra health probably would have been good. But maybe I'll be able to get somewhere with that lightning damage. So I can hold them off a little bit. Really all about those archers early on. They're just doing a ton of damage. Shoot off in that direction again, that's a lot of enemies. The pushback there was actually really helpful, so. Oh, the fire's about to light my tower on fire. Actually, didn't get a chance because the other guys so close. I'm just going to replay and we'll get that last little bit. Now we've got one, which is epic, legendary, I don't know. But stronger cursor, faster cursor, bigger radius, more crit damage. Yes, please. Oh, that's nice. I was not expecting it to be that big. This is good. Yeah, randomness to that mechanic. Interesting. Meaning, may get really lucky and be able to beat a level early, which is not necessarily good. Or not. Yeah, if you beat levels too early, I mean, the next levels are, significantly harder. This one was a lot harder than the previous level. Meaning, if you can't, kill the stuff, you're not going to make any gold anyway, so. Yeah, you can see 118 up here, that many enemies on screen still. To take quite a bit. That is most important right now. Doing that. Reflection, I didn't notice the window. I don't think it's doing too much. I want to see what this is, which... Oh, okay, I was not expecting that. Oh, but it's not actually... Oh, right, I have to... Oh, that's sad. It's assuming that would actually show me what it is. What did I actually buy? A little bit more damage and a little bit more force. Okay. Okay. I should probably do something. I'd like to upgrade these too, but yeah, what's right? The recharging faster is good. freeze chance. I just want to see what this is. Oh, frost arrow chance. Okay. That's why they're connected, and that's cool. Looks like it'll get up to 20 or 21%. Cool. Getting good. Oh, well. Yeah. I love how big that circle is. Yeah. And of course, you know, by the end of the game, it'll be like twice the diameter there. I mean, it's still not big enough that, you know, I'm not going to get my butt kicked on this level, but at least there's some stuff going on. I think the chance of me destroying that king is pretty low still, but nice. Get out the mage. Or the warlock, rather. Man, that is a lot. But I mean, it's also, you know, there's a lot of clustering too, which means you're always hitting multiple things, which, you know, feels good. I like that. All right, I do want to upgrade these. However, I think giving that one, at least the initial chance is good. More targets, more damage, more often. The damage. That was, oh, right. As far as enemies take more damage, I mean, it's good. The 227 too. Yeah, that's duration chance. I think arrows are hitting a lot of enemies and not killing them, so getting this up is probably a good thing. All right, cursor freeze chance. Oh, it is cursor, so that's assuming it was based on that. Yeah, or cursor crit chance. Draw time or income. I think going with that because enemies that are slowed are not doing damage, or frozen specifically. Still taking too much damage fast. Don't have my super cursor. 2 more kills, come on. Come on. Oh, or not. Still, you know, made some progress. Alright, so that's reflected damage. That is getting better because there's so many enemies on screen. Maybe that is worth picking it up a bit. Otherwise, work chance. That gets up to what? 50% present? Arrow damage in general. Well, as much as I like some of these other upgrades, I do like seeing what the new spots do. So, unlock buildings. Okay, so unlock new ways to reshape the battlefield. It requires the gem. Whatever that comes from, I don't know yet. Maybe that's a different map or something. Okay. That's not huge. 30% income will help with the next set of upgrades. I want my force ball to like ricochet off stuff. It does. That's funny because you get to this point and it's like it's going pretty good, but then you look at the top and it's like, oh, there's 140 enemies still. And that king dude's getting a little close. Oh yeah, he might be the boss of this faction. That might be what the emerald, I assume it's an emerald, comes from. Definitely fits. All right, cool. That comes from this direction. Nice. This again. Force ball does extra, well, 10 extra damage versus 5 extra damage, but it's 10k. And damn. All right, so I think throwing some of that's good. I still think getting more frozen there. Extra shots. All right. Work. And all right. I didn't notice they used the comma instead of the period, so some things. Yeah, I'm going for radius. It's the most satisfying option there. Getting more enemies in one shot. Good. all of those archers. Need to make sure I don't waste any of those shots. Oh, here comes the mage. Warlock, not bad. It's not close enough to anyone. Okay. Neglecting the center did kind of work out badly. Reflection wasn't as high as I was hoping, but it was killing things quicker, so they couldn't get there to hit it, but... And it does go up 100% every time. Yeah, so 4 times and then 5 times damage. Bad. Alright. You win. 2 more hours. My cursor looks so tiny now. I'd like the part on the cursor to be a little more, or a little less transparent would have been nice, but not too bad. Come on! Yeah, okay. Warlocks are gonna start lighting me up. If they ever get a chance to attack with all the melee in there. Alright. Great. Ants on the cursor. Maybe, oh yeah, cursor damage. That's probably a good idea. More on this. Yeah. Be able to shoot him more often is us. Sure. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that's a cool one too, but make the magic happen with the lightning bolt. Okay, that was cool. And there didn't seem to be like a max range on the forking or the chaining. Just cool. Eventually it'll be doing some work. Right, so yeah, my retaliation damage is really bad so far. It's fine. I was hoping that would like interrupt his charging, but no. And those healers are going to start doing more now too because of that, the string and whatnot. Yeah. All right, more cursor damage is good, which is not bad. It may backfire. See? Okay, so not very strong choices. You love me, cursor radiant. Come on. Alright, I should use that attack as, you know, put points into it. Celestial mobs. Yeah, I don't know about that pushback. Not great things, but I guess when they're like right up on the tower, it does work out. Right. Let's see. Yeah. I do like lightning. Yeah. Okay, cool. Gonna try and leave that for last. That was that again? Oh yeah, that's 10k. That is 3k. Damn, that's gonna take a bit. But of course, it only matters near the end. Oh. Oh. Oh, interesting. There's a negative to that one. But its arrow damage was what? I think it was around 12 or something like that. But extra arrow, extra pierce, a lot of extra bouncing. Bouncing's not going to matter unless the piercing like maintains. But then if it's hitting stuff, you're losing the pierce count anyways. So I'm not sure about that. That seems like a significant cooldown decrease. But extra forking, extra chain length, which is cool, and I think I just got it down to like 4.5 or something seconds. I'm gonna go with this. But that's really tempting. I like the names. Robin Hood on the one. Oh, that was a freeze arrow. I was thinking it was going to have like a chance to freeze one target when it goes. I didn't know it was a chance to launch a freeze arrow. And yes, I need to remember to click that button. All right. Will lightning save us? Going good so far. I mean, lightning is also all auto hit, right? So you can't go wrong with some lightning. Oh, Frozen King. That's a good idea. All right. That guy gonna take me out? Nope. Everything is gonna take me out all at once. Yeah, a lot of retaliation because they didn't get there. That's cool. Yeah. And was the king there? Or the queen, or royalty, or regent, or whatever you want to call it. Oh yes, it was 4.5. Okay, so more damage, more stuff happening with it. All the damage is raciest. Often. It's good. And sure, let's do more splitting. That does mean more targets. Which we like. Okay. Super Cursor. I like Super Cursor. Go guard. A chance to fork and cooldown. Okay, so yeah. Interesting. I'm assuming there's only 3 levels because we've seen enough examples. That it's just, you know, common, rare, and epic or legendary. Like this cursor. Right, and I did kind of want to consider doing this. See how it goes, because he's still got a lot of hit points. But I'm assuming it's going to give me the gem and let me unlock buildings. Alright, cool. It'd be nice if there's a sound effects when the force ball recharges too. Alright. I did defeat him, right? I'm gonna go back, look at the bestiary, and Zombie King. Okay. Immune to slow, but not freeze. Poisons, that's interesting. As, what's that? 12 times the hit points of those. Around 12 times the gold, okay. As long as you're hitting other targets with it, then that does work out. I didn't even realize it was keeping the kill count. That's cool. Okay, so now I'm wondering. Was it like? No, my bad. You know, this is cold over here, or snow. So maybe this is the last of the first biome, and that's where you get the gem. I still like lightning, so I'm going to keep first. Sure, damage is good. I mean, I think that has a lot of value. It's just not a lot of things are being frozen yet. Okay, there's a chance. Like the extra income too. Wish my cursor were bigger. Oh, King's frozen. Frozen again. Maybe I should take out those healers this time. Don't know how much they're actually doing over the duration because it doesn't show those stats at the end. Alright, getting a little overwhelmed, even with my very large increase to power stats. No. Still, not bad. Will give us a lot of stuff. But that was arrow damage. I haven't had enough to pay for that in a while. Oh, it's not doing enough. Although, you know, I didn't see it there, and there's no way to go back and see that, unfortunately. So I'm going to keep putting it into Thunder for now, and that stuff. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I might, you know, max out everything here before I get that. But again, it'll depend on which of the buffs I get. Some of them are very strong. Ah. I've been putting a lot of points into lightning, so just give me enough stuff to throw those out at. I mean, it's an interesting mechanic, right? Because now I have burst damage options with the force ball. 4 of those hits is not insignificant. First, with all the knockback, like spamming the attack like that's not going to do much for you on most enemies. If you really need to kind of save your tower because it's getting overwhelmed, that can be a nice strategy too. Yeah, I need more tower stats. All that, or a lot of damage, but again, can't until whatever that is unlocked. Alright, so that is almost done on Thunder stuff. Done on Force Ball stuff. Yeah, I mean, maybe having to save up for that is what's going to be needed. Alright. There's nothing hiding down there, right? Yeah, can't zoom out anymore, sadly. Alright, we'll see. Yeah, lightning. Good. Lightning, good. Yeah, even with that, I mean, the king's got, what did it say? I forget the number. It was a lot of health multiplier. But I mean, that freeze bonus damage is actually looking really good now. Except I was looking at the wrong health bar, so yeah, never mind. I really shouldn't think the force ball should interrupt those casters. Die. Yeah, maybe it does. Kind of get knocked off green and stuff. Is looking promising. We get to see whether this, oh, I didn't know those guys were actually respawning. All right, complete all levels in the forest. Does not say I got one. So, does that mean? We have new enemy type, so that's cool. Oh, I didn't even realize it was tracking how many attempts I have. That's not going to look good. All right, so we got a chunk. Still, it's not really doing anything, so I'll do that. Yeah, freeze chance, sure. Duration or that as well. All right, I'm going to hold off. Call it finished, that section. So all we have is a little more damage on arrows. I mean, 25%, so not that little. Super pricey option and collection that doesn't seem to be doing much for us. Crystal cooldown and radius or arrows. You know what I'm choosing? Oh. Okay. Okay, well that was really unexpected. I did not think that was going to be how that works. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, wait, is that good? Yeah, it is. Because I hit an ice cube. So, we supposed to let the ice cubes get hit by the auto mechanics? Oh, well, of course there's that, but... Oh, yeah, it's actually moving the cursor slower. And of course, I think making the cooldown longer, too. Well, that was interesting. And I did not expect that. Okay, we can explore over here now. Right? Oh, this is going to cost gems. It's telling me I have to... All right, I saw this in the thing. Oh, okay, so yeah. Okay. That's interesting. And that's my total allotment right now, so I could wait, right click it. Okay. Oh, so that's probably selected. I'm confused. Should it be? I should be. Oh, it's saying don't put it there. Okay. So we'll just throw. Yeah, I don't know. Just do this. And I guess. I mean, they don't. I don't see. And yeah, that's the allotment, so that's that. That's kind of cool. And this is just going to be a high health building which can reflect melee attack. All right, and that opens up. Okay, more crystals at the beginning. And then, yeah, these are going to have crystal cost as well. Okay, Archer Tower. That's cool. This is a poison pool, leaves behind a suspiciously toxic puddle. Swimming is not recommended. Eh, I want that. When does it leave it behind? Yeah, I'll save up and check what that is. And I should be able to get that next one too. All right, cool. Crusher crit or frost arrow chance, an extra to the or frozen enemies. So, are these enemies going to have resistance frost? I wonder. I didn't see. Well, I didn't even check any of the stats, but I'm curious if those guys just had. What was I trying to say? Low health. Wow, that is quite the cluster. I mean, that was doing something too because I had so many on there at a time. Looks like my arrows were doing well. About it. Okay, so I can afford this now, which is an archer tower. So I assume. Yes. Okay. So I have to remove 2 of these, or remove them all and have 2 archer towers. All right, we'll see how that goes. I like that. I didn't know there was quite as much customization in that mechanic from the video. I do want to see what that is. I also have poison arrow, not surprising. So yeah, this has to be the crusher. So sometimes when you attack, the crusher's gonna leave them puddles. They last 3 seconds, it looks like for now. Oh, I can probably see it down here too. Yeah, poison pool. They do 2 damage per second. That's really low if that's the case. But who knows how big they are. And then that's the damage per tick. I'm assuming it's per second, but it might not be. Then down here we had the mage tower. That's cool. And fires arrows faster than enemies can complain. I do like the humor. Okay, so there has to be somewhere around here increasing this value. But I'm not sure where that's going to be. Maybe one of these spots? Maybe that's what that is? I don't know. The new tower though, so maybe. But yeah, I think I'm going to grab that next. Get lots of crystals. No idea how much that's going to actually be needed. Yep, that's the choice. Really curious to see how... Oh, I was wrong. It's the tower that's shooting out the poison puddles. That's cool. All right, so where's the big dude? Yeah, so these towers... Oh, it probably told me the damage in there. Just didn't work. Oh yeah, and the towers, you know, don't have a lot of health, so... I think the poison's really doing much. Alright. Okay. Not bad. Does it give us... No, it didn't give gems for first completion. That was curious. And I guess that's poison, so it did some stuff. Oh, and we have a new enemy. Like, oh, right. Let me check out what this stuff is. We have a ice gnome. Okay. Okay. All right. The Yeti is beefy. How much compared to the thing was 250? Okay. Fairly slow. Yeah, that's not bad. Immune to slow and freeze kind of makes sense. Okay. It goes. And then whatever that ends up being. With those multipliers. Times 2 crystal density. That, I mean, we're gonna have 30 show up because. What did I do? Did I? Oh, maybe I didn't unlock it. Oh, that's this, right? So maybe with that it'll be 30. This is crystal region. Okay. And here we go. Increase buildings health. Yeah, very important. And it cost gems, so we really want those. Barricade thorn damage is... Oh, I thought it had it by default, but I guess not. Did it show barricades damage? Not much. Yeah, only 10. Damn. That was after upgrading it? Oh, no, that means... I'm not sure what that meant. We have building points. Yes, exactly what I was thinking. And then a bunch of new skins. What do we have? We had... Oh, yeah. Regen. Produce shining amongst every... Suddenly cares about... Interesting. Is that going to be a unit that you put it as a building? Got some poison stuff. I'm going to do this. See what those are. That was thorn damage. This is mud trap. So slows things that it goes through, I assume. Remove the common blessings from the pool. And that's a blacksmith. Each mined ore. Wait, ore? You're looking for. Alright. Buffs your cursor until the round ends. Okay. So it's okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yes, I want to see what this is. So that this is what? Poison enemies become walking damage magnets. Okay. So very similar to this. And looks like it'll be the same numbers too. And then it didn't show what that is, so I need to get it from here, but it's related to poison and mud traps? Maybe. Poison mud traps? And then in here we have, what was I checking? Right, we have more of this. So, I mean, damage is nice. We can throw up a few more of these. Or start with the corners. So if these ever go away. But I mean, you do have quite a few spots. That's what, 36, I think? Good. Right. Yes. What do I want? Start off, since there's no enemies, just taking out some of them. I forgot to see what the arrow towers were doing. Those don't get pushed back, so it's safe to just spam away. A lot of... Oh, what is this? Snowman? In its primal form or something? I don't know. Oh. That dude. I think the towers are doing 12 damage. That's not bad. And now you can use your things to... Hey, get away from my towers. Get off my lawn. Get off my tower lawn? I don't know. That doesn't make sense. And those are, they're going around, so maybe at some point they'll hit power. Oh yeah, and I think they're getting bigger too. Okay. That was half my health right there. Damn. And not a lot of reflection either. Okay. Okay, I have options. Jones. Alright, so I need to wait. Oh yeah, that's 20. So mud traps. Cool. Did this say? No, it doesn't. So presumably a mud trap will not have health. Poisonous mud. Hey, called it. Extra slow on mud. That's cool. This is max crystal count. That's fine. Wait, it didn't actually do what I thought it did. I mean, it just says max. So maybe the multiplier on the map that said, ×2 was just doubling the amount that actually spawned instead. All right, poison arrow is good. More poison damage. Poison duration, sure. See how it goes from there. It does look like there's nothing up there and the tree kind of just goes down here. I do not know how long this game will be. I played, a little over an hour now. Okay, so it will be ending soon. I don't know what that means, and I forgot to actually check what the mud stuff looked like. So yeah, I assume maybe that buff was related to. Do they look like they're lasting longer or whatever? I don't know. Actually see the damage of the enemies going in either. Oh, I saw some Poison do 5 damage to those units. Oh, mistake. Oh, I was trying to time it, but that was horrible. No. Yeah, those are going to do a lot of damage if they get there. And that's getting close. Come on. Nice. All right, that did it. And I don't see anything around the edges to collect, so cool. 7,500 bonus. Nice. Very nice. All right, so I'm going to end the video very soon, but I want to check the one thing. Yeah, ×2 crystal density. Okay. I wanted to go here and see this. Okay, so the mud costs 4. Yeah, and it actually updated the tooltip it looked like. I mean, I didn't check it beforehand, but that's what it looks like. But yeah, that would be 3 pools. But yeah, let's do this one last run with mud. I'll just throw them up. What do we like? What do we like? I guess we'll down here. Or, you know, maybe I can do... I don't know. It's not going to matter much, but see how that goes. Oh, I didn't actually spend stuff, but that's fine. See how it goes. Those are not very large mud splash puddles. Use them. And yeah, the enemy count resets again, or you know, when you go to the new biome, so it's not like a crazy amount. It started 90 there. I didn't see what it was on the previous level. All right, that should be fine. A few more. All the gems themselves. Some orbs at the guys. I don't want to put my cursor on like that. Yep. Overlap some balls. Oh, I didn't actually see what they were called. Sure, it will be humorous. No. Okay, that was just before it did. I did kind of want to see how much damage it did, though. Oh yeah, that was wow. Don't let them hit your towers. That's what I'm saying. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so I want to see what those are called. In the video, we got living snowball. Okay, not very surprising, but 50. And it says, oh, immune to slow and freeze. That makes sense. 30 damage. So, yeah, they're kind of a priority. Good amount of gold for what they are too, so that's cool. Yeah, let's end it there after I click a few things. If I can. Oh yeah, the blacksmith. Okay, I only get one of those. I can't afford that. Yeah, that's gonna be cheap enough either, but let's gamble here. Alright, so Mage Tower cooldown, and then oh, this one was required to see it. So maybe related to the Queen's promotion. Maybe it's like you get 2 of them or something, but sadly, you're gonna have to buy the game to find out. I'm going to end the video here and leave it at that. I'm gonna find out pretty soon, but you know, good luck. All right, so yeah, I enjoyed that. I like that it has a lot more variety and some more active things to do, meaning, you know, basically the force ball and some choices you have to make and stuff like that. So yeah, I like this. So I'm gonna keep playing and see how it goes. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.